everyone, welcome back to my channel. A few weeks, months maybe even ago, I think it was last summer actually, we did a video about my mushroom stamp collection and sort of how I'm getting on with that. That's volume one. If you haven't seen it already, I should be able to put it somewhere on the screen. In that video, we sort of realised that I have not really been paying too much attention to the actual content of the stamp. So like my whole thing is that I'm really aesthetics. So that's why I like topical collecting anyway, or thematic collecting, whichever you use, because I really like how they look and that's the sort of joy that they bring me. So for me, not money, not trying to get anything crazy in terms of a really rare collection, but I just love the look of mushroom stamps. So naturally, with a lot of topical stamps and things that are sort of made to cancel to order, obviously from about like the 1960s, the smaller countries realised that you could actually make these stamps and sell them and make quite a tidy profit from them. So the stamps that are like Disney and space or anything that's not like legit to that country, you see a lot of sort of Walt Disney stuff coming out of places in Africa, for example, where you wouldn't necessarily expect it. So as much as it is a bit of a like cash grab, I still really like them. I mean, it's legal, it's authorized, and at the end of the day, I get some pretty nice stamps out of it. Yeah, it's a bit of a cash grab. But with these ones in particular, these aren't the most aesthetic ones I got in the last sort of batch of stamps I bought, but they are really, really cool. Some of the biology that I was reading about is quite scary, so I thought that would be interesting. But yeah, I'll get on with showing you some of my new stamps. So the first stamp I'm going to show you in my new cool collection is the Vomiter. It's a $5 stamp, and I'm not sure how to pronounce it, and that will be the theme again. I think it's chlorophyllum molybdites. But yeah, if you look at the value first, that's $5. In 1994, that's obviously quite a lot of postage. You might put this on a heavy parcel. It looks amazing. But in North America, also, I've been reading, this mushroom has a very specific name, which is the vomiter. It's widely cited as the mushroom that's the cause of the most poisoning cases in North America. So, not deaths, not fatalities, that's the death cap. Death cap will probably kill you. In fact, I think it does kill a lot of people. But yeah, the vomiter won't kill you, but you might be dead if you end up eating one. It's a bit of a weird one because it looks a lot like edible parasol mushrooms. They just have the green spores as well, and like I don't know. It doesn't look super tasty to me personally, but there you go. So that's the vomiter. Next we have the alien. So this is an absolute unit. It's a $4 value on this blue sheet here. If you look at the sort of structure of it, it's really, really creepy. It kind of looks like an alien egg. Yeah, sort of something from a sci-fi movie. The Latin name, as far as I can pronounce that, is Platyrus crispus. Um, it's a lattice stinkhorn, as far as I know. So they use wind, sorry, to spread their pores. It smells a lot like rotting meat, apparently, mimics the scent of dead animals to attract flies, and then they carry the spores away. So it is native to the Caribbean, as far as I know. So the location of these is accurate. But yeah, it's another really creepy one. I mean, just take a look at this thing, really weird. So if I've not scared you off yet with things that smell like rotten meat and things that are going to make you throw up, next is the cannibal. So if you see this $4 stamp, it's called Boletus parasiticus, I think. I'm really struggling with these names. It's a Boletus anyway. Um, Parasiticus, I think, is obviously relating to parasites. It looks on the face of it like just two mushrooms, both piles just hanging out. But actually, I think, anyway, that this is one mushroom growing out of the top of another mushroom because parasite. It attaches itself to common earthball fungus and feeds off the host until it dies. Yeah, it's the cannibal. Um, Parasitic, and yeah, it's another kind of cool and gross one. Not sure why I've decided to go for all the disgusting stamps today, but I think these are the most interesting. Get a lot of interesting stuff. So we've had the vomiter, we've had the cannibal, and next we're gonna have the zombie. So it's weird that we're having a bit of a horror theme. I realise it's not October, But yeah, we've got a $3 stamp here that we are calling it the zombie. The little umbrellas on the top, they are Marasmius Trinitatis, I think. I'm getting there. They look really cute and delicate, but they are practically zombies. They can dry out completely in the hot Caribbean sun until they're dead, shriveled husks, and then as soon as it rains, they will pop back to life, like they completely rehydrate. And yeah, these are sort of the undead or zombies of the fungal world, I suppose. There's way too many stamps to actually go through sort of one by one. I would like to do a longer video at some point, but between sort of like getting the research for it, waiting for the stamps to come in the post, shout out by the way to Imperial Minty on eBay. This is where I got this batch of stamps from. So quick, came from America as far as I know, and they were here honestly, I think within 2 weeks. It was an amazing service. So yeah, shout out to Imperial Minty. So I'll do a bit of like a fast round on some of the other ones. And next up we have the this is what I refer to as my notes as the goth option. It's a $2.25 stamp. Gonna have a go at the Latin name Hygro Cisbe nigrians. But it's known as a witch's hat, which is really spooky and really cool. It looks bright red on the stamp, but actually in real life, if you were to touch it, it will turn completely black. I think these are called like black wax caps or something very similar to that. But yeah, it basically like bruises, which is really, really weird. And then what else we've got? We've got this 35-cent bolete, which looks kind of boring at first glance, but don't let that put you off. It's a scarlatina bolete, so if you were to cut the mushroom open, the oxygen in the air would then like react with the flesh, and it turns from yellow to bright blue like in seconds. It's magical, really. Next up, we've got the Gymnopilus. So I'm not saying that these necessarily contain hallucinogens, but the nickname is the Laughing Gym, so you can take what you want from that. It is widely known to contain psilocybin, so the Grenada post office here knew that they were printing, which is kind of funny to me. Um, but yeah, cool. Let's go right to one that's sort of a bit more aesthetically pleasing, something that's a bit of eye bleach for the occasion. We have this really nice blue one here that is the Indigo Milky. In a similar vein to when you sort of cut other mushrooms up, they kind of go a different color. If you cut the indigo milky, you can, well, it will come out sort of blue, like blue and milky, hence the name. So it kind of, does that on you. Um, apparently, if you, I've got in my notes, if you cook an omelette with it, it can turn the omelette green if you cook it with eggs. But yes, very Doctor Cool. I hope you enjoyed that bit of a whistle stop tour of my most recent stamp purchases. I did also get some from Liberia and Nevis. The thing is, those are so pretty that I actually want to wait and do a next video on sort of a rainbow theme. Because I think that'd be really, really, really nice. And I've got a few candidates for that, including these Liberia ones and Nevis ones. I want to stick some of the Ghana ones in there as well, but I might be able to pick up a few more sort of packets of stamps before then, few more sets. Um, Obviously, if you enjoyed the video, it'd be really nice if you did give it a like, if you'd like to subscribe. I'm going to try and put out more videos. I know I say that all the time. I'm just really busy, and I do appreciate that you come back. If you have anything to say, if you want to make some corrections, if you want to, say something nice, start a conversation, please feel free to comment below. And I will see you next time.